So Nintendo wasted absolutely no time letting us know once they revealed Mario Kart World to the world that on April 17th, 2025, there'll be a Nintendo Direct dedicated specifically to Mario Kart World. This isn't really something out of the ordinary. It's a game that's going to be that launch. It's a giant game like Mario Kart. Even Mario Kart 8 had a dedicated direct, and it was amazing. And it revealed a lot that we didn't know prior to that point. And I think that'll be the same case here because if you watch Treehouse Live, you notice that they consistently kept reminding us that there's more to the game. There's a dedicated direct coming up. There's a dedicated direct coming up. And again, this isn't out of the norm for Nintendo to do a dedicated direct for a game. But usually when they do that, it's because there's more to be revealed. There's more to share. So what could it be? You've seen the thumbnails, you've seen the title, you know exactly where I'm going with this. I believe that on April 17th, 2025, the battle mode will be revealed for Mario Kart World. And the battle mode will be a battle royal mode that'll take place on this beautiful open world that we got now. Look, the game is very much like a crew. If you play the crew too, you know you can fly, you can go on the water, you can drive around. That's what you're doing in this game. There's a lot of comparisons to Forza, and rightfully so because it's very much like Forza with the open world and the races being all over the world. You with your friends look at that as a convoy. Forza has a battle royale mode. It's called Eliminator. So I wouldn't be surprised if that is the big thing for battle mode, the evolution of it. Just like this game has been evolving everything, the racing, the hub world is basically replacing the menu, so every aspect is getting evolved. And I find it very weird also that in the menu of the game, when you're picking your character on the character select screen, they actually design characters to stand up. And I was thinking, are they going to be like mini games where you actually run around with your characters, you get out the vehicle? Because when I say battle royale, I don't mean the Mario Ross is just going to start hopping out of their vehicles and then running around like if it's GTA or Fortnite third person action battle royale game. That's not what I mean. I mean the battle mode evolved into a battle royale mode. You're in your vehicle the whole time, you know. But I just can't help but look at the menus and see that they designed the characters to stand. It makes me wonder, will there be maybe like a hub menu where your characters can actually just mingle before you go out into the open world? So it's like maybe you're in the mall. You know, oh, everything takes place inside of Coconut Mall or something like that. And everybody's in there, maybe me's and everything walking around, you know, or the character you pick from the select screen. You're just there with your cool outfits that you unlock because you got the outfits, so you want to be able to show them off. Nintendo's definitely going to want to sell outfits. They're going to want to sell everything, you know, expansions to the world, new levels within the current world, costumes, characters, all that kind of stuff. There's just going to be a plethora of things that they can monetize within Mario Kart World. So having like a hub world where you could walk around and maybe go to a store and do all that stuff would be actually quite nice. And seeing the characters stand up just made me think about that. I mean, the kind of game that Mario Kart is going to be is one that's ongoing like Splatoon. Splatoon has a hub world. You can walk around in it, you know what I mean? And you can see other characters there. But this is now the Switch 2. The Switch 2 that has a camera and has a chat feature, a dedicated C button there for you to communicate with your friends and family. So I can easily see it being a real live populated area where everybody's walking around doing whatever they're doing, whether it's, oh yeah, let me go over here to, you know, get this DLC, let me go over there to get an outfit, switch outfit, whatever the case may be. I can see something like that and that'll be a cool vibe. But now let's get back to the actual battle royale and how it would work. I'm talking a battle royale tailor made for this game, not some afterthought thing. This is why the world is the way it is. This is why they designed the giant world and put all the races all around there like a Forza game. Why? Because they had this battle royale idea in mind. With Mario Kart 8, you know, battle mode and all of that, there was a whole situation. Deluxe came out and then they remedied that. I don't think they want that situation again. So they say, yeah, we're gonna upgrade the racing. You got grinding, you know, hopping off walls and all of this stuff. Items that you can just steal off of characters because you see the items on the back of the characters at all time. It's a lot of different things they got. Obviously, you got your gliding still, you got your water physics now, because it's not just going in the water and stuff. No, it's actually on the water like wave race. All of that stuff plays into perfectly a battle mode. And then imagine this thing being truly designed from the ground up, right? For this game in the overworld. So there'll be item boxes that are exclusive to the battle mode around the world so that they can replace like specific like weapons and things like that that you will find in the other game, like a sniper, because it's a giant world still. So you might be up on Rainbow World, or like Rainbow Road, looking down at the world, and down there on Yoshi Circuit, you see there's somebody right there. So you need an item, whether it's like, oh yeah, I got a lightning bolt, and I lock onto that guy and then it hits him and stuff like that. Fun stuff that just wouldn't work in the actual racing mode. Like it's just designed completely for battle mode. That would be so epic, right? And I'm just talking right now like single player. Imagine if when you go, oh yeah, you know what? It's gonna be me and my friend. It's a party. Imagine if it doesn't split screen. Imagine y'all both get on the same cart. And when you go into matches that are two-player matches, it's basically a double dash mode where you gotta be now alternating seats and managing your items and things like that. It adds a whole vibe if you go in basically as part of a convoy. Now I know you might be thinking, oh, what happens when you go four players and things like that? Listen, I'm just throwing out theories out here. You know what I mean? Maybe it'll be, you know, four y'all, but each of y'all, is y'all split in two, like two on one cart and two on the other cart, but y'all team together. Or maybe it being something that's, obviously not on the scale of a Fortnite or of a Warzone. Warzone's 150 players, where Fortnite is 100. Maybe this is 50. So it's just, lobbies of, single or double dash style. Like I could see it being something like that. Or maybe if you go up, above the double dash style, then now you're in just, oh yeah, it's four carts running around in the world, right? And just consider this world is beautiful, a bunch of variety. So you're getting the same thing like you'll get like in the Fortnite where you got your grass, your desert, your snow area and stuff like that. You got, and it's all based around the Mario IP. It just instantly made me think, man, this writes itself. This got to be what it is on the 17th. And then just think about the storm, right? You think, oh yeah, it could just be like Forza's, eliminator mode. It's just like this pink force field that's closing in. And I'm like, yeah, but that's so boring. We talking about Super Mario. Do you know this IP? Because I do. If I'm gonna do a storm in the Battle Royale Mario game, it's gonna be something epic like Bowser's Fury. He's gonna be the one causing the circle to close. Yo, we gotta hurry up because look, all the black guck is coming and Bowser's out there. You just see him stomping around the world in the background as the storm is closing. We've seen Godzilla and stuff like that in Fortnite, so I could see that if they throw like that kind of element, and it don't gotta be Bowser's Fury. It could easily be Bowser in the castle from Wonder, and it's just like all the smoke and stuff, is closing in on the world. Like I can easily see that because that is probably more friendly to the idea of players who are stuck in the storm and trying to rush back into the actual playfield. Versus the black guck of Bowser. I feel like you get caught up in that, you done. That's like the Venom symbiote. It's over. But yeah, man, like imagine something at that level, where it's like they do something very smart with the Nintendo IP for the storm, but open world. Like I just like wrapping my head around it. I'm just like, yo, that would be so fun because I never really loved the battle mode because of it's just a tight space and it's like multiplayer. And at the time when like on 64, like battle mode was, oh yo, battle mode was all the craze. I was like, man, I'd rather be playing No Mercy or GoldenEye Perfect Dark. You know what I'm saying? Like we got these multiplayer. Let's throw on some Star Fox because I got a save file where everything unlocked, so you could run around. You got land, air, and all that. It's super fun. Before I was like, choosing to play battle mode in Mario Kart. Usually, if I'm playing Mario Kart, I'm just racing. That's just my favorite thing to do, and that's still the case to this day. But if you take it to the battle royale level now, that that just changes everything. That's a whole different conversation. If you go that far, it would be like, yeah, the two-player mode got a double dash feature, and it's like y'all both on the same cart. That changes everything. Always remember, they've been making this game for a long time. We don't know how long, because if you think like, oh nah, you don't know, like oh, they probably started after the booster codes. Like, no, they didn't because that just finished coming out. And it's like, oh, you don't know how long ago they made that exactly, but also Mario Kart Tour. We don't know. This game could have been being in development since they finished the port of Deluxe to the Switch, and it was just in development the whole lifespan. So they watch the market. They know what Mario Kart is, what it means to the hardware, and how do you keep a Mario Kart game going consistently? How do you add value to costumes other than just racing around? So if there's a place where you could walk around, just even having the character stand in the menu adds, a value to different outfits because you at least see them there. Full character model standing up, wearing their cool outfit, that you unlock, and having that option to add more and more and more. But then having it, oh yeah, you could wear that in a regular racing battle mode and stuff like that. Who knows if even if the coconut mall idea, was a thing, like there is like mini games in there and stuff like that. And there's like you know, Zelda shop where you could go in and play mini games from previous Zelda games or something like that. They could do anything. That's the point. They could be a Pokemon shop for crying out loud if they wanted to, And it's like, yeah, you could play some of the old, mini games from Pokemon Stadium 2 or something like that. Just even if it's not exactly that, right? That's going too far. But these games all had mini games, and they weren't part of the main thing. So it would be nothing new. Now, obviously, you got Mario Party and things like that. So it's not like Nintendo's gonna sit there and be like, oh yeah, in the Coke in the Mall in Mario Kart World, there's a bunch of mini games that use the mouse feature and stuff like that, and it's a showcase of the Switch too. I mean, they can do that. Why not? Maybe there's a go kart mini game somewhere in the game, and it's like, yeah, you got to use the mouse feature exclusively to play that. I mean, goddamn Mario Odyssey had the little mini game with the little, cart that little RC car that you control. So I could see something like that in Mario Kart. Why not? It's themed with the cart and everything. It could even be a play on the Mario Kart that they came out with on the Switch. The real world one where you put your little Mario Kart and all the little checkpoints around your crib and played in real world Mario Kart. So it could be like a mini game version of that in the game. There's a lot that they could do. But I truly believe that the big announcement on the 17th is going to be that the battle mode has evolved into a battle royale mode. I know some of y'all might be thinking, this ain't going to happen. Nintendo ain't going to do that. But it's like, I was the one saying they should do a battle royale F-Zero game for the last decade. And then they did it in 99. It became a reality, right? And I was also the one saying Nintendo isn't some weakling company. They can make super capable hardware and they can be outputting HDR, 4K, doing chat and everything. And many believe that that's not going to happen. That is a pipe dream. And here we are now sitting with a Nintendo piece of hardware that's playing Cyberpunk, which I also called that would be there at the reveal, funny enough. But yeah, this is the world we in right now. So I wouldn't be surprised. Again, it's only evolving what battle mode already was. It's just making it bigger. Hell, it doesn't even need to take advantage of the whole world. It could just be segments of it. Just like Fortnite. In a sense, it's like, yeah, it's always the whole world, but it always pushes you to a specific spot. So maybe Nintendo will be like, you know what, we just started in specific spots. It's this size all the time. Like, this basically it's always this many miles, but it's different areas of the actual map that we have in the game. So then that's where you put the storm and everything closing in. Yeah, I just see like no other real big hook that is comparable to this that they can introduce that'll be like, wow, like this would be. Because if they actually did the battle royale exactly the way I'm describing, with the exclusive items and things to again catch people from a mile away and all that, it's not just the, oh, you got to be real close in the same old battle mode. No, it's like, yeah, this is, you can have strategy. You can hide. You can go up and use verticality and attack someone from above and take away their balloon. You know what I mean? Like, there's actual strategy. And if you're in the storm, and you're driving, you see the air in your balloon starts depleting and pop, and then the next one, and then pop, and then the next one, and then you're done. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get out the storm. It writes itself. I could do this all day, but you know what? I'm gonna put the ball in your court. Let me know what ideas you would have for Mario Kart World Battle Royale mode, because I think it's gonna happen on April 17th. And if I'm right, cool. If I'm wrong, damn, because that would really be awesome. You know what I mean? That would genuinely be something amazing.